Welcome back to another episode of Talking Sports with your boy DP. And you see, I got the gang with me. Yes, sir. The Canes. We going to the Natty.
Let's go.
We going to the Natty, baby.
Let's go.
We going to the Natty. Fellas, how you feeling? We finna introduce my guest though before we get into it, man. We got my guy TDG Brady, man. Introduce yourself. Tell people where they can find you.
What's going on, guys? My name's Brady. You can find me right here on YouTube. I actually changed my name since the last one, and I brought out my own personal number onto it. So now it is at the Canes fan 26 on it. But you can also find me on TikTok, on the live, almost every night. It's gonna have the same name, Brady, with a cross with a U symbol on it, with a in parentheses TDG on it, because you know it's TDG gang over here, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And what I got my boy down there, Canes Football Talk, aka DJ. Go ahead and introduce yourself, plug in your stuff, fam.
Hey, you can find me, like you said, Canes Football Talk. You can find me down on YouTube, and it's DJ on TikTok, TDG, man. You feel me? My boy right here. We do it together. Everybody, we here almost every night, man. You know what time it is.
And then, some of y'all already met this man, but if you ain't, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Parlay J, let people know where they can find you, man. Introduce yourself.
What's good, man? Just happy to be back, man. Talk some Canes football. I don't really got too many, networking stuff, but just here to talk Canes football.
Well, let's get into it, man. And first, I gotta pull up a comment. Cause my dog threw this coming up at 4:00. You feel me? We got this DP. We going to drag Indiana. Shout out to Cuban Kane, man. That's my dog, man. One thing I'm gonna say about Cuban Kane, me and him was going back and forth for years. Cause Cuban Kane say, man, Mario ain't prove it to him, but Mario finally got his approval, man. So you finally don't turn Cuban Kane to a Mario fan, man. So shout out Cuban Kane. Finally. Finally. You feel me? But fellas, man, we just won the Fiesta Bowl, dog. A hard-fought battle. The Ole Miss showed us why they won 13 games, but the Miami Hurricanes prevailed. So 31-27 victory. How we feeling, man? How we feeling? Brady, let us know how you feeling, dog.
Man, I'm gonna let you know right now. Hey, Thursday night when that pass got incomplete, it felt like 25 years of relief came over my body. It's been a long time coming, because especially for the four of us that are in here, man, we were sitting there, we were able to witness it on the last one, and then the robbery on the next one. So 25 years, man, it's felt that win right there to bring us to the national championship. And at home, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a grown man, but I had tears in my eyes on Thursday night, boy. That one felt great. I think that one felt better than the Ohio State win. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, because you know what it meant, man. You know what it meant for the program. You know where it's gonna take us, dog. DJ, tell us how you feeling, man. Tell you how you feeling about the Fiesta Bowl game, man.
Hey, man, I was feeling excited, like my boy Brady said, man. Shoot, I had tears in my eyes too when that clock strike 0, and I seen that confetti and everything, man. And you seen them boys run on the field with excitement, man. And hey, I love it, man. It got me with a loss of words, man. It's like it's still unbelievable sometimes, man. It's still like it's sinking in. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like winning the lotto, but you still don't realize that you really actually won that lotto, yeah, bro.
It's like you're living in a dream, huh?
Yeah, for real. So.
And hold on, before we move on, I gotta bring our dog up. He don't pull it up on the set. You feel me? Pull up with the stick, let it hit.
Yeah, what's good, man? What's good, huh?
Before we move on, man, introduce yourself, man. Let the people know where they can find you, my boy.
Yeah, man, my bad, I had some technical difficulties.
Nah,
man,
you
but
good, man.
You good, brother.
Rick, man. We tapping in for the one time, man. Here for the Natty, dog. Here for the Natty, man. But y'all can find your boy at Cane Boys, #1 sports podcast. Talk about the #1 teams in the National Football League in college, the Canes and the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all can tap in and find me at Cane Boys podcast. Let's go.
Don't start that, DJ.
All right. And you feel me? You got it. You at the first
Nah,
question,
please
too,
don't
man.
start.
You know, I asked everybody how they feeling about the the Fiesta Bowl win. It's on you or Parlay J. One of y'all can take it first.
Oh man, it feels good, man. We where we need to be. We where we were expected to be. I feel like going forward, it's only one thing to do and just execute. And I've been saying since the playoffs started, defense won championships, and I really think we got one of the best defenses in the country. And I don't see why we can't bring it home. We already home. It's already home. So
Hey,
You
real
feel me? We don't gotta go nowhere.
Thank you.
Reek, how you
No.
feeling about the Fiesta Bowl win, dog?
man. Hey, feel like when I was young, and you waiting. It's a mixture. You waiting on your birthday and the first day of school all in one whop, man. Like, hey, it's been a minute, man. So it feels good, bro. It feels good, man. It looks like we coming full circle, man. We ahead of the schedule, honestly. The defense, the whole team, honestly, it was a dominant game. We just didn't make the plays that was necessary for it to look as dominant as it was. You know what I
I'm
mean?
trying
So
to tell you, man.
yeah,
We left a
I'm
lot on
feeling
the
really,
cookie.
really good going into this championship game. We at home. That's a plus. We had somebody talking about they was gonna have Indiana sell out more tickets than Miami. I'd be hard pressed to see that happen. You know what I'm saying?
gonna
So
see,
we gonna
man.
we gonna see. We gonna
We
see. But
most
yeah, I'm feeling
definitely
real
gonna
good
see,
about this
man.
moving forward, man.
So a lot of people got a lot of my opinion, or a lot of people got my opinion on the game. You feel me? Because I was just recently on the Category 6 podcast, but I also have to ask y'all guys, what are your takes from the game? What are y'all guys' takes from the Ole Miss game? And who want to grab it first? You feel me? Then we can just go around from there.
I think with the whole game as a whole, like kind of what in regards to what Reek just said, we dominated for the most part that whole game. We only gave up 2 touchdowns. So I mean, and the most we let them get to Mr. Bionic Leg himself in Carnera or whatever his name is, hitting
Yeah.
58 yards. And I mean, because you got to think he hit two 50-plus yarders on us and missed one. And one was from like 42 or something like that. So defense dominated most of the game, and we did what needed to be done. But the only thing is that game could have been a lot more to a lot little if we would have just picked the ball off.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, we need to get them boys on the job machine, huh?
You ain't lying, but
no,
Gotta tell
tip
you,
drill,
dog.
tip drill.
yeah.
DJ, what your takes is from the game? Are you a finished, Brady? Or you want to finish?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, bet. What your takes from the game, DJ?
Well, I know we need to tighten up when it comes down to these little pre-snap penalties and everybody just getting too excited and stuff. Other than that, man, like you said, there's plenty of opportunities. We could have went up like 2 or 3 scores, man. We should have dominated. So at the end of the day, if we get that same opportunity in this upcoming game, we need to take every advantage that we can. So, like my take from the game is that, hey, man, them boys did play hard though, and they fought hard, and I love it.
Okay, that's a bet. I like that, man. I like that. Well, how you feeling about the game, Reed? What's your take, my guy?
Man, I would say Carson Beck played the game of his life.
Hold on, Reed, sound kind of low, boy.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me better?
There you
My
go,
bad. I
there
was
you
leaning
go.
back. My bad. I said Carson Beck played the game of his life, man.
Yeah.
Regardless of that tip is the tip, man. But I feel like he did a lot of what he normally does, which is run, man. He like coming up in these last couple of weeks, man. He been running, man. So he been trying to make the plays necessary, and that shows that he's trying to do whatever it takes to win this ball game, man. So it's good to see. It's great to see him making them plays, man. He literally won the game for us. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, it's good to see him leveling up at this point in time. He peaking at exactly the right time. We need him to going into the championship game. So it's beautiful to see. Hey, the Canes, man, we was looking at the defense. They were dominant on third down when we needed them to be, and it ended up being a difference in the game. Mark is Mark at all times. So, it started to become, like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? So Mark is to be expected. So when we don't see him get 100 yards or 120 yards, it's hands on your heart. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, these boys is moving to the next level, man. I'm feeling real optimistic and real confident going into this next game, man. I ain't trying to toot the horn too much, but I'm ready to mash on it a little bit. For
And
sure.
to your Carson Bet point, dog. My dog, 23 of 37, 268 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown for the game win. They love to hate him. He love to win. That's all I gotta say about my dog, man. Jock, Parlay J. What your takes from the Ole Miss game, my boy?
Good win. I do think things could have been handled a lot earlier, so minimize on penalties and just trying to get in the end zone as much as possible, not settling for 3 if we don't have to, getting in the end zone. And yeah, I honestly thought we were gonna pull away a lot earlier. I mean, you saw the way the game went, but as always, I still feel like we where we need to be, and everything gonna play out just fine.
I respect that, man. I definitely gotta give Carson Beck a round of applause, man. For a simple fact, Carson Beck went out there, and the doubters been doubting him ever since Texas A&M, man. Ever since the Texas A&M game. Oh, Carson Beck gonna throw this and that amount of picks. Then the Ohio State game. Oh, Carson Beck gonna do this and the third. Ole Miss game get here. Oh man, Carson Beck gotta come show up. We keep knocking the haters out, but they keep talking, bro. I don't understand where they get all this delusion from. They must got a tank full of it in the closet or something. Just keep drinking cups of delusion. But I gotta ask you guys, who is your Fiesta Bowl offensive and defensive MVP? I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my boy Parlay J. So give me offense and defense.
Hey, what's his, I think his name Keelan Marion. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, he showed up big, man. Them back-to-back catches, man. He showed up big, man. And don't get me wrong, Tony is Tony, man. I don't even want to get too much into the catch, but man, and my boy, that's a catch,
bro.
That
catch was crazy, my boy. Yeah, that catch was phenomenal.
Yep.
Nah, breathtaking. Like if you're an artist, I mean, if you're a fan of football and you love the art of football, dog, that's beauty right there. That's Picasso right there. So, but I gotta go with Marion, man. Just showing up when he needed, man. Big catches, man. Taking hits, man. Just being where you need to be when we know we're not gonna go to we know we don't want them to think that we're going to Tony this place. So just showing up. And I like my boy. I can name so many. Daniel showed up. Fletcher showed up. But yeah, I got to go with Marion. On defense, I like my boy Jacoby Thomas, man. I like Thomas a lot, dog. And I like his swag, bro. He a hitter, bro. And just holding it down when it counts, bro. Holding it down at all times.
I'm definitely not mad at that because Jacoby, he actually won the Fiesta Bowl defensive MVP. And to Keelan Marion, man, I want to say this would be his third 100-yard reception game. He had 7 receptions, 114 receiving yards, and 1 TD. So my dog showed up, and like many people said, we expect this man to come here and return kicks, maybe return punts. No, this man showed that he got something in the bag when it comes to line up as a wide receiver. So you can't just depend on Dover and Malachi Tony. You just can't depend on shedding a little bit to CJ Daniels. You got to respect that man with the other 0 on the offensive side of the ball also. But my guy, Reed, let me know who you feel like your offensive defensive Fiesta Bowl MVP is.
Yeah, so offense, I got to go with Mark, man. Yeah, like Parlay J said, it was a slow game, man. So I figured it was gonna take a little while for it to pick up a little bit. And looking at it, Mark kept the game chugging along, man. We was 11 for 19 on 3rd down, so that showed the efficiency, man. So who you think getting them carries? Shamar Brown, he was doing his thing too. But I will say that Mark, he was the bell cow like always, and he kept it chugging along. And I don't want to, piggyback off Parlay too much, but I got to go with Jacoby, man. He made the plays that need to be made. And he sealed the game for us, man, ultimately, man. So he played his heart out, man. The whole team did their thing, but y'all got to go with Jacoby.
That's real nice. Like you say, man, Mark Fletcher put him on the stretcher, 22 yards, 22 carries, 133 yards, 6 yards a carry. And guess what? A lot of people may not know. I don't even know if y'all know. The man had the flu. The man had the flu in the game. He had his Michael Jordan flu game, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, like a sick, tired, drained. But you know what? He still laced it up and said, hey, we got to get there. I got to do it for the crib. And guess what? We got one more. DJ, who your offensive defensive Fiesta Bowl MVP is, my boy?
Yeah, just like what everybody said, man. The whole offense, they came to play. Carson Beck, he did his thing, man. But I gotta give it to Malachi Tony, man. He actually stepped up. You get what I'm saying? I really love what he did. He showed why he's one of the most dangerous freshman receivers in the country. So, and that one screen pass where he had vision. He found that one spot and was able to shoot straight through it and get that touchdown. That's what did it for me in that game right there. And then on defense, man, it's not just one. I want to be real. That defensive line played aggressive to me. So I'm gonna just go with the whole defensive line for me. Even though we was being held a lot, but we ain't got to talk about it. But it should have been a lot of
harassment, man. It was ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
they was out there trying to choke slam my boy Ruben Bain, man. They had him all by the net, still no call.
Yeah, for real. So I'm gonna go with the whole defensive line for me with that, and then the offense, Malachi Tony, man. He just, that's how I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, Malachi Tony is the truth. Malachi Tony is actually also my MVP, man, because big play after big play after big play, man. Man, he's not going to be denied, man. That touchdown he got on that screen, bro. He was not going to be denied, bro. He was going to get in that end zone, bro. You seen it in him. Shout out to Malachi, man. The young man, the dog. The young man, the truth. Brady, let us know how you feeling, my guy.
Well, offensive MVP, man. And I'll tell you what, this right here is for all you Georgia haters. My offensive MVP is Carson Beck. Not only was he a game manager, but he was a game changer in this game. Not only because everybody talked about, can he handle the stress of being down late and coming back and handling business? Well, going down late, we drove all the way down the field, and none other than Carson Beck running it in for the touchdown to seal the deal for us. So I got to give the offensive MVP to Carson Beck because now he just proved to everybody that he's not no joke. He ain't no slouch. He's here to win. And my defensive MVP is Jacoby Thomas. The dude, hey, he was all over the field. I mean, laying licks just like he always does. He's telling people to come pick their bodies up off the field again. So, yeah, man.
Next time I'm gonna make y'all put y'all thinking caps on, and I'm gonna say you can't say something the other person said. Let me stop.
I guess we got to compare notes or something. Make
but
sure
dude, I do gotta go on. I'm gonna get mine too before I even say what I was finna say. Offensive MVP. Shoot. I'm gonna give it to my dog Mally, yeah, like I said on the other show. And defensive MVP, man. Toure made a lot of plays that didn't show up on film, man. A lot of people ain't see, man. I gotta give credit to Toure. And Toure had a sack and a tackle for loss, man. So shout out to Toure, man. And I also gotta give, a little visual of how the game went down. You feel me? Miami had 28 first downs, 11 of 19 on third downs, 2 for 2 on fourth downs, 459 total yards, 268 passing, 191 rushing. But what killed us was 10 penalties for 74 yards. We got to change that, bro. Those was drive killers. Because the time of possession, we had 41 minutes and 22 seconds for 88 snaps. We should have had a lot more points on the board.
Facts.
But all those false starts, having to go back instead of going forward. And another thing I don't like, I feel like we throw the ball too much on first downs. On 1st and 10, I feel like we need to run the ball and see if the defense can stop our run game. You feel me? Kind of lean on them a little bit more on 1st and 10 to make it more manageable for Carson Beck instead of putting us in bad situations. And with that being said, you feel me? What were you guys from the Ole Miss game? Who wanna take that first?
You said what were the takes?
No, what worry you?
Oh,
Like
what worries
what's
me?
in you that make you worried? Feel me? Going into the next game from the Ole Miss game.
I
Oh,
say
Oh,
the
go ahead.
pre-snap penalties is for me.
Yeah.
And other than that, the pre-snap penalties for me, and like we mentioned earlier, the DBs need to come up with the interceptions when they have that chance to do, so we can change that game. So other than that, I mean, I really don't have that much problems with it. I feel like we played good.
Reed, you got anything, my boy?
You talking about thinking camps? It ain't hard, bro. We played a dominant game, so it is just discipline. At the end of the day, you know, it's staying composed. I know the nerves gonna be on high, simply because we at home. Like that's something that doesn't normally happen. So just being at home, you know, you would figure that you would be comfortable, but just being at home, knowing that that's just realizing that could be something that gets them out of their element. So we need the offensive linemen, notably, to be disciplined, to be on their toes, man, because Indiana, they don't make mistakes and they capitalize off other teams making mistakes. They're very opportunistic. So we got to make sure that we stay ahead of the chains. And like you said, we impose our will physically on first down, get ahead of the chains, because once we get behind the third down, they are very dominant at third down. So we got to make sure that we doing what we do to stay ahead of the chains to keep the ball rolling. We just impose our will.
Right.
We'll
Most
definitely come out on top for sure.
Brady, you got any words, my guy?
I didn't like the fact, you know, we went back to the whole non-discipline thing with the penalties, and it wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just the pre-snap. It was, you know, now the targeting call. I ain't going to talk about
What
that
up,
one.
Dolphin Day? Shout out to you, my boy.
But I'm talking about, you know, the roughing the passer call where Justin Scott basically about decapitated Chambliss. You know, you got to get lower, my guy. Like, you can't have those type of penalties. Other than that, the only other one is defensive backs, man. You got to catch the ball, man. We dropped 4 picks.
Trying to tell you.
So, like DP said, let's get them on a tip drill. Let's get them on a jug machine. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta corral those balls in, man. That makes a difference in the game, man.
We had too many opportunities to put them to bed, and we didn't take advantage of the opportunity to put them to bed, man.
Absolutely.
And like to basically sum up what everybody said, because I definitely agree with it. With every single one of y'all said, and basically sum it up, we be undisciplined at the wrong time. Like Blade with the false starts and him with the last second diving, hitting the arm play.
Yep.
Like, come on, man, you got to do better.
Yep.
And speaking of Blade, I want to challenge him to come in this game and set the tone. You're a big dude. You're a defensive tackle. It can't just be Ahmad Moten, because shout out to Ahmad Moten Sr.
Come
bro.
on, man.
The man out there with a bad ankle still trying to give you the business, still working. That's hard. That's grit. David Blake, we need that from you too, dog. And Justin Scott, come on, baby. We need D tackle. This y'all game to show up for real. If y'all can disrupt the middle, if y'all can get in there and control the middle and just wreak havoc, everything Indiana playing is gonna get disrupted. So I need this game right here. Boy, I need my D tackles on that Warren Sapp mode. And some people might not like to hear that name, but that's what I need y'all on. That's kind of type of time I need y'all on. You feel me?
Right.
I need my defensive tackle to tighten up. But this is the game. You feel me? This is the game. I'm sorry, I hyped a little bit, you know.
Okay, hey, you got every right to, DP. This yours, man. You got tee up, man.
I hyped a little bit.
Yeah, man, be excited, baby. We here, man. We here.
Before we move on to talk about the next game, I just got one last question for everybody. Like, what player would you give your underdog MVP to? And that means like the player that didn't get a lot of credit, but you know he did his thing.
That what bothered me was because you said Mo, and I thought I was doing something special. Was come back to my... I thought I was being special. He's like Mo Toure.
You can still say it though.
Yeah, that's my but yeah, like you said, Mo Toure, man, he made a lot of clutch plays in a lot of clutch situations, and it kind of goes, you know, unspoken because we got a lot of them, you know, our big dogs making the plays when they needed to play when they needed to. You know what I mean? But Mo, he definitely played one of his best games all season. So shout out to him, definitely for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Mo,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out to
Parlay
Mo.
J, who you got, man? Who your underdog is?
I gotta go flex, man. I'm mad we didn't lean more on him later in the game. I felt like we had scored too quick, and I just felt like we could have leaned more on him instead of throwing the ball. You mentioned that earlier. Yeah, I thought we threw the ball too much, man. So big carries, man, hard running, man. I honestly thought he should have got even more carries, but that's just me personally.
Okay, that's real. I respect it. I respect it. DJ, who you got? Who your underdog is, DJ?
Hey man, that freshman Jabari Antoine, man. Antoine, he came in with Xavier Lucas after he got targeted out. Number 16. He came in and he did his thing, man.
Jabor Anton, the freshman.
Antoine, yeah, the freshman,
Yes, I'm
So,
glad you said that because he's been making a few plays this playoffs for us, and a lot of people ain't noticing it, bro. Because I brought up the special teams play he made in the Ohio State game. And Dolphin Day, we're gonna get to your question. We're just gonna finish up this question we're working on too, my boy. We got you.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, man. So I'm glad you said Jabor Anton, man. That's a good name, bro.
Yeah, I definitely love how he came in and he looked comfortable. Hey, he looked ready. So I know that's what I love, that we can lean on our depth now. You get what I'm saying? So
you're a freshman, DJ.
Yes.
We got him for some more years.
Hey, and to say freshman, it's a lot of freshmen that's been stepping up for us this year, man. A lot of freshmen, man.
The future is bright.
Yeah.
Brady, who you got, baby?
It's crazy because I had two of them.
Do you think? Get it to us.
So I had one for offense and defense. The offense one, it's got to go to Keelan Marion, man. Keelan went out there and did his thing, over 100 yards. Made clutch catches when we needed it down the stretch. And defense, I got to give it to my boy Wesley the Saint, man. This dude was all over, especially on that 3rd and 2 where he just broke through the line where him and Chase Smith were right there, and the running back had to make a decision. Who was he going to go after? And he just picked the wrong one, I promise you. So those are my takes for underdogs, man. I had two of them.
I'm going to give y'all my underdog too, man. And a lot of y'all might agree. But my underdog, and he's been an underdog in a few games in the regular season, and he's been an underdog in a couple of games in the playoff season. And I'm got to say, man, that boy Shamar Marty Brown, dog. That boy Marty Brown, boy, he come through in a lot of clutch moments, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
The man, he's just as hungry as everybody else on this team, man. So shout out to Shamar Marty Brown, dog. But now we finna talk about us hosting the national championship at the crib. We going back to the crib with it. But before we get into that, my boy Dolphin Day say, can we use the comparison between our common opponent and Ohio State to prepare for this game? Do we think Indiana has changed their identity from that game? Who want to take that question first? I got something on that also.
I say no. No. Indiana, they don't impress me, bro. They ain't really, y'all can't really tell me who they played to make me feel like, oh, I need to worry about this team. Alabama was a beat up team, and Oregon, we all knew that Oregon was not like that. So I feel like they were able to just take control of that. But if you want to do the comparison as far as like the Ohio State thing, I've already said it. We played the same team. They only beat them by 3. We beat them by 10. So and that's how. So I really don't feel like, I feel like we don't need to change anything up or do anything when it comes down to Indiana. We need to play our game because I feel like they still the same Indiana. They just ain't play us yet.
Yeah, I mean,
anybody else got something to say about the question?
Yeah, DJ's right. I don't think that their identity changed because I think they're just like us. I think, we're not going to change up for a team just like they're not going to change up for a team. So, I mean, their identity is almost like ours. They're wanting to impose the will at the line of scrimmage and run the football. And that's what we do. So I'm going to say no to that question.
What I'm gonna say to that question, if you want to watch some games, and this is to every Miami Hurricane fan, if you want to go back and look at any of Indiana games, go look at the Iowa game, go look at the Penn State game, and look at the Ohio State game, and watch those trenches. They barely got out of Happy Valley. Penn State was dominating them on the line of scrimmage. They was getting after Mendoza. He was running for his life. And they kept Indiana running game at bay. Iowa game. Iowa was getting busy in them trenches, and they was able to run that football. And I feel like Miami got a better roster than both of those teams. And we can go to Ohio State when they played them. They only won by 3. Ohio State kicker missed like, I want to say 2 field goals. And Ohio State was continuously driving on these guys. So Indiana, if you think this Iowa, Penn State, Indiana, if you think this is a Bama team that 2 different games, they had negative rushing yardage on their damn, stat line. And then the Oregon team, they had 2 running back that was out. Oregon could barely run the ball against Texas Tech. So don't let all this fool you because they don't went out there and blowed out a mediocre Oregon team that got covered up because the best team they played was Penn State. They didn't play anyone. They played a Texas Tech team that the best team they beat was a BYU, and they smacked them twice. So who are we really playing here? Who has Indiana really beat? Because you know what I can tell you? They ain't battle tested like this, them Canes. You can't tell me one team that is more battle tested than the Miami Hurricanes right now. No one. But Miami is playing for the Natty, dog. How we feeling? At home.
It's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of peaks and valleys, a lot of highs and lows.
Talking about Reed.
It's been a lot of smiles and frowns, man. So it feels good to be here, but I'm a realist, man. I'm a very realistic person. So the job ain't done till it's done. So I like to hold my hoop lies and all my praises until we holding that thing and raising it real high, or raising it high in the sky, bro. The trophy, you can bring it home, man. So we already home. So it's gonna stay a Hard Rock, and we can just go about our business, man. So that's how I'm feeling. Like he said, they ain't played nobody. Indiana hasn't played anybody. You know what I mean? So we gonna be the first competition that they get. Those young corners from Oregon, man, they ain't seen nothing yet. You know what I mean? So we got battle tested corners, we got battle tested DBs, we got DBs that make plays. They just have to make the plays because they in position. You see they in position, they just got to make the play. So man, we this close, man. We one game away, man. So we almost there.
That's real nice. Parlay J, how you feeling, man? We finna play for a Natty at the crib. How you feeling, Parlay J?
Shit, I want to go, but I'm gonna watch from the TV. But nah, man, I feel like it's history in the making. I don't know, talks before the season how hey, we're getting back, and hey, the Natty's gonna be hosting in Miami. So it seemed far-fetched, but at the same time, I had thoughts that if everything played out right, we could be here. And sure enough, we is now. The question is, how much are we going to dominate? Is Indiana going to make mistakes? Because they're a smart team. They got a smart quarterback. I like what he does. But at the same time, I don't think he's seen a defense like ours, where all 11 is to the football. Like we got some guys that's willing to like sacrifice, and when you got 11 players willing to do that, it's really, and they bonded together like that. And then you got guys coming off the bench and still playing their hearts out. You know what I'm saying? That's picking up the slack. So I'm excited.
And to my boy Cuban Kane comment before I get to you, DJ, I definitely agree with that. I think if Indiana and Ole Miss lined up right now, I think Indiana defense gonna have trouble with that Ole Miss offense. I do, and I think they might come out with a dub. But DJ, we playing home for the Natty, man. How you feeling?
Excited, like can't wait. Just like my boy right here, Parlay said, shit, I want to be there. I'm trying to be in the parking lot. I don't even care if I'm in the stands.
Hey,
I'm being
tailgate, man.
yeah, for real. Tailgate the whole night,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so I'm very excited, very happy, man. I was 11. I'm 35 now, so it's finally here, and I'm praying that after this we get to see it more and more years to come from here, man. We ain't gotta wait 20 years no more and all that. So I'm very excited, very excited.
Brady, how you feeling, my guy?
Man, I've waited for this moment a long time. I mean, 25 years. It's been a struggle. Just kind of what Reek said, all the ups and downs, more downs than we've had ups, really. But I wish I could be there, but with two kids, it's kind of hard, and this is special with me and my dad, so I got to celebrate this when we go into the Natty with him. So
Dog, I most definitely wanna man, the way this got me feeling, dog. We getting crazy. We been getting crazy feedback. I don't know where it's coming from, but y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
The way this got me feeling, man, it's been a long time coming. Like, dog, I feel like I'm living in a dream, bro. It's been 20 something years since we've been here. 20 something years, dog. Everybody be doubting us. Every time I wear my hurricane stuff to the stove, people be like, "Why you got that on? You need to take that off. Go ahead and put that in the garbage. Why you got that on?" Well, how you feel now? How you feel about seeing this?
Yeah, they stopped being traffic, man. Yeah, they stopped being saying,
How you feel about
It's y'all
seeing this now? When I walk into the grocery store, how you feel? Cause what? When we bring this one home, I don't want to hear no Miami ain't winning the ACC. Who cares about the ACC, man? We in the Natty.
Thank you.
right.
We at the crib with it, dog.
DP over here in Ocala, believe it or not, it's a lot of old school Hurricanes in Ocala, man. And every day, like I stop somewhere, or even this old piece of joint, I go, he got old Miami pictures up like from the 80s and 90s on the wall. I'm like, bro, it's some diehard Hurricanes in Ocala, which I didn't expect.
Right.
Ja, if you ain't know, man, it's a lot of people from down that way got a little bit of land in Ocala. Cause they taking their horses and stuff out there. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Miami all over.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me see, man. Miami. I already asked everybody this question though about how they feeling.
Yeah.
About the Natty being, you feel me?
Yeah.
Bet. So I know what y'all gonna say, but I'm gonna let y'all explain to the people regardless. How you feel about the matchup with Miami matching up with Indiana? We're gonna start off with Brady.
I think really the only one that I think matches up in the entirety of the teams, I would say the trenches, just because of the physicality standpoint that Indiana can play with. But other than that, their DBs ain't catching up with our wideouts, man. Their linebackers ain't catching up with Fletch. If our O line take care of that D line, man, it's gonna be a long night for that defense, my boy.
I agree with that, man. That's all you got on that, Brady?
Yeah, it's just the trenches game for me. Can they withstand the physicality standpoint with us? That's all I got to say. You better be physical in them trenches because we coming. I'm telling you.
DJ, aka Kane's football talk. How you feel like we match up with these boys, man? Let me know how you feeling,
Man,
man.
they don't match up.
You know the world against you. You know the world talking about Carson Beck having nightmares right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, for real.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
why
why.
Carson Beck would have
For
nightmares
real.
about
And by,
Indiana,
and by
but
you
you feel
saying
me?
that, no, I'm
Give
saying
me your take, man.
by you saying that, they don't match up to us at all, man. We fuck go out here and dominate these boys. We don't care about no Indiana boy. These boys is a basketball school. We forgot. You feel me, man? We don't care about none of them over here, man. They ain't been doing nothing. They ain't seen what we about to see. And we in Miami too. We at home too, man. They got life messed up. And like what Reed said, man, somebody in my TikTok last night, man, sat there and said that they gonna come and sell out the stadium faster than we is. Well, y'all gotta be sleeping in a dog biscuit thinking that y'all gonna come in there and take over. But I told that person, we already there. What you talking about? Like, we already in the parking lot. Indiana's still taking flights to get there right now. We already there. But I agree with Brady, man. They are physical on the line. You get what I'm saying? But I just feel like we got dogs on that line too. And if we ain't getting help, Mendoza on the ground a lot of today. He gonna be on the ground a lot. I'm gonna just put it like that, man. And our offensive line, man, you know, they are physical. I mean, Indiana's offensive line is physical, but they ain't see no offensive line like us. Our offensive line get to the second and third thing. They run it with the running backs. So other than that, yeah, I agree with Brady too with that. They DBs ain't stopping our wide receivers. And I don't see nobody stopping Mark Fletcher and Marty Brown. Like I just feel like we the better team. We just got to go out there and show that. Yeah,
I agree. I 100% agree with that. Really, 1,000% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Reed, let me know how you feeling, man. How you feel about the matchup? How you feel about us matching up with these folks?
It's a tale of two tapes, honestly, because if you look at it with your eyes, it's not even close. We completely outmatch Indiana
Hold
talent
on, we
wise.
gotta talk to the mic a little bit more, Reed.
Oh, I said we outmatch Indiana talent wise. If you're just looking at it just with your eyes, just completely. So that's one thing in itself, but it's gonna be the game within the game that's gonna make the difference ultimately, and that's us, minimizing those mistakes. And it's gonna be a game of runs. Whoever can get those two consecutive, can get a drive, a stop, and a drive, and get that lead is gonna be that person or the team is gonna have that advantage to ultimately win the game because it's not gonna be, too many mistakes are gonna be made on Indiana's side, so it's gonna be more so us having to play a lot of chess as well. It ain't gonna be just we playing checkers, we just jumping. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to be real methodical and kind of give them a death by 1,000 cuts with Mark and Shamar and just kind of just buzzing them down the field and play a lot of time of possession. But
Reed, you
it's
say you
gonna be a
feel
real
like
technical
we
game.
outmatched.
What's that?
You say you feel like we outmatched.
No, I said Indiana is outmatched completely.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a talent perspective, but the
Yeah.
game within the game is gonna be about the
Yeah.
discipline, and us minimizing those mistakes because they're not gonna make those mistakes themselves. You know
Yeah,
what I
they're a
mean?
very
So
disciplined team, man.
and those
They do
mistakes
be on
come
their
into
assignment. Yeah.
yeah. So the mistakes come into making them plays as well. It's not just penalties; it's making the plays when they need to be made. So in the crucial
Mm-hmm.
third down or when you got a play when the ball is coming into your hands and you ain't catching it, you give them another opportunity. They gonna take that opportunity. So we got to make the plays that need to be made and minimize on penalties and play that that real technical game, technically sound game, and we gonna bring that home real easy because they can't mess with us talent wise at all.
Yes, sir. Jock, how you feel about the matchup, man? How you feel about us matching up with these boys, man?
Yeah, like everybody said, they don't match up to us. I do give respect. Like after watching Indiana play, and I've seen them play a couple times this year, but I do give respect to like Kamara on the D line, just keeping him away from Beck. I do give respect to some of their linebackers. And offensive wise, long as we really hold Amari Black down, the running back, and stop Mendoza from getting the what is it, Decker or Becker, however you say his
You got
name.
Becker.
Yeah, as long as we hold that down, is nothing. I know number 3 like to get jiggy a little bit, but they don't match up. And I know that Oregon had 55, 4 and 5 plus stars, and Indiana only has 8. I get that, but talent wise, other than stars, no, we got the better talent team. We're more talented. We're more physical. We're fast. I mean, it's just really be disciplined because Indiana, like we all said, they're not gonna make too many mistakes. I got a lot of respect for Mendoza's class at quarterback. An NFL team they're gonna have his way. He gonna have his way in the league.
Coaching gonna be a big
Well,
thing.
I respect that, OG. And I also want to say, to Indiana, how I feel about the matchup. Like y'all been saying, we on paper we the better team. You feel me? Like stat wise, look at 24/7 sports and all that stuff. You'll see we got the most, you know, 5 star and 4 star compared to their roster. Blah blah blah. What I will say, what benefit them in a way that they, even though they don't have the 4 and 5 stars, they have older players. They have players that seen a lot of football. You feel me? So that kind of benefit Indiana in a way. So a lot of people they let the 3 stars fool them. They not realizing that even though they're 3 star, they played college football before. They've been playing college football for a while. So that kind of make them a little better than just the ordinary 3 star that you would expect coming out of high school. You feel me? They not 3 stars coming fresh out of high school. They 3 stars that been in college already. You feel me? A lot of these guys came from somewhere that, James Madison, well, Kurt Natty was prior to that. But what I will say about Miami, I feel like our trenches is going to dominate them. What I need Miami to do in this game, I need my DBs to win on 50-50 balls. Becker and Surratt all through the season has kept Indiana chains moving because they won on a lot of 50-50 balls. If our DB's in the situation, we in a 50-50 ball situation, we need to be the winner of that. We need to be able to knock it down or come up with a turnover. We need to go out there and play the ball. Because if we go out there and don't play the ball and just wait for the receiver to catch the ball and make the tackle, they're going to get a lot of big plays out of that. Because I've seen numerous of times where they got big plays because the defensive back is not playing the ball and they trying to play the man. You got to play the ball because these guys, Becker and Surratt, they be winning on 50-50 balls. So we can't allow that. But I also say, Miami, go out there and run this football, man. Don't play around with these guys. Go out there and lean on them. Let your offensive line lean on these smaller defensive line. They're not that big up front when it comes to the defensive line. And then they're on linebacker side. I want to say the size of Mark Fletcher. Mark Fletcher might be even bigger than them. So lean on these folks and run on them. The key to their success is they take advantage of teams being undisciplined. You feel me? A lot of teams lose them for not being undisciplined. Penn State lost to them because they really didn't have the offense to sustain. You feel me? To get their defense help in the beginning of the game. The Penn State started coming back in the end of the game. They almost won and lost in a last-second touchdown catch, you say. But another thing with Fernando Mendoza, we got to get after him. We got to get him to the ground. We got to make his life hard. We can't let his life be easy. We can't let him be able to sit back there in the pocket. I don't see numerous of times where he'll hold the ball 3, 4, 5 seconds, you feel me, before he throw the ball. And that's only because the teams he's been playing ain't been getting after him. Ain't been able to create enough pressure to get after him, make him uncomfortable. So we got to get after Fernando Mendoza and make his night a living hell. But what are the keys? I'm gonna ask everybody. What do you feel like? Because it's basically what I said in a mix. This question kind of similar to the last question I asked. But what are the keys to a Miami win?
Just the same thing. It's honestly, man, we got to just minimize these mistakes, and it's gonna be because talent, like you said, talent is not the thing. Talent is not the issue. It's gonna be the mistakes, and it's going to be a Mario Cristobal versus a Kurt Cinetti game. So it's going to be a coach game. It's going to be, a whole lot of mental because Kurt's going to be playing that game because he understands that he's outmatched. So he's going to be coming in prepared. So he going to have to expect a lot of that same type of vibe that, they not going to do too much, flash and dash like Louisville and try to do any type of confusion and get those pass rushers, thinking. They just going to line up and try to play ball, but it's going to be a lot of real situational misdirection, I feel like, coming into this game. So it's gonna be a coach's game, honestly. That's gonna be the key to Miami winning is Mario Cristobal managing the clock correctly, coming in and calling the correct plays on first down, getting us ahead of the chains, converting on third downs, and once we get in those 2-minute drill coming out of the half, if it comes time for us to have the ball, we got to make the necessary plays. And Carter Davis, he got to kick the ball, man. If we can't get the ball in the end zone, we need to get 6, man. Only time we see him kicking is when he kicking an extra point. For real, man.
Yeah, he been cold. He been cold this playoffs, man. He ain't been coming through for like needed him to. Feel me? Parlay J, what you got, man? How you feel? What's the keys to a Miami win?
Running the football, less penalties for the O-line. I literally was just thinking in my, I didn't know he's about to call me, but I was just saying it in my head, my mind. But defensive wise, I had it not only tackling, but like we say, Indiana smart. We know they're going to go to the film room and see that our DBs are aggressive. We like to jump stuff. We like to read stuff. We're aggressive. I need us to be disciplined also to play the back end, understand that we got to cover over top. We cannot give up the big plays because we're trying to get downhill so fast. Stay aggressive, but stay disciplined. That's the main thing because they're smart. Mendoza's smart. I just don't want to get hit with a pump fake and go up the field. You know what I'm saying? So just stay over top. We know the Saint, we're going to tackle. I ain't really worried. We're going to tackle. We're going to hit, but just stay disciplined, stay over top. No big plays. If they have to, they get it. The drives that they score, it need to be grind out drives that they just work for and claw for. 10-play drive that they finally got to score, whatever.
DJ, what's the keys to a Miami victory, baby?
Well, like you said, run the ball. Offensive line, we definitely need to not have no pre-snap penalties. Defensive line, none of that bonehead like little, after play hits, the little penalties that they be doing, like what they did. I forgot who did it when he went out of bounds and he hit him out of bounds. Yeah. So we definitely need to stop control your emotions on that dang field. Let Carson Beck ball out. Like let him ball out. We see if we let Carson Beck really ball out and do his thing, he gonna win this game. He gonna make the right decisions, man, because he didn't have really no problems like throwing the ball and making the right decision. Because I don't blame him for that interception, man. That defensive lineman just put his hand up at the right time and was able to tip that ball. That's why that happened. But so other than that, man,
right, Cuba.
Yeah. So other than that, man, basically we go out there and play our game, keep grounding and pounding them, and we get their defense tired out there. They're gonna get tired.
Brady, keys to a Miami victory, baby.
I've got a three keys.
Do your thing, man. Let us know.
If running the ball is working, don't do what you did in the Ole Miss game and completely go away from it. Mark Fletcher, and Shamar Brown, and even if Pringle gets in this game too, don't go away from the run game. Control that time of possession. I mean, we controlled the time of possession. I mean, it was 41 minutes and 22 seconds to 18 minutes and 38 seconds. So we definitely controlled the time. So, but towards after that second half, towards the end of the game, you sort of started going away from the run game like you want to be going. So don't go away from it. Keep Mendoza pressured. This isn't a running quarterback like Trinidad Chambliss, where the DN's got to, hold their spot and contain and make sure he's not going outside. Pin your ears back and go get him. This is that type of game where he's going to sit back. If he sits back there for 4 or 5 seconds, he needs to be on the ground at least 8, 9, 10 times.
Yes, sir.
And some juniors, but seniors in this game. This is your last game at the University of Miami. You are in the national championship game. You are at the crib for the national championship. Live in and for the moment. Live it. Go out there and play your game, but live for the moment.
Like Brady said, man, as a Miami Hurricane player, this is your chance to become legendary. Don't be scared to become a legend. Go out there and grab your moment. Go out there and be great, man. Don't be scared, dog. It's your time. It's your opportunity. You worked hard to get right here. You deserve this. All them off-season trainings, all them days you ain't want to get up and go to practice because you tired, you sore. Your girl probably tripping on you. You feel me? You don't even want to go to class, but you still got to get there, and you still did it. And now you ended up here in the national championship game. And guess what? You one of the first teams that did this in 20-something years, my guy. So take advantage of your opportunity. Don't be scared of the moment. Hold on to the moment and grab that thing and lock on to it. Take advantage of it, man. But the keys I got to a Miami victory, like I said, I feel like we just need to be able to run this ball. Feel me? Basically, depending on what we're depending on to get us here. And that's them trenches.
That's right.
Everybody try to make football about more than the trenches. I want to say the 2019 LSU team poisoned the mind of football fans. They think if you got this high-powered, explosive offense throwing the ball all over the yard, that's a natty. Bro, that's an outliner. Anybody know when you in the playoffs, you got to be able to run that rock and play defense. And the team, whoever can do that the most successful in each game, will win. So let's get to it, man.
Yep.
And we always got to do this. This DJ most hated part. But
Why we gotta talk about this? Before I talk about a victory or that.
What is the
I feel
keys
you,
to
DJ.
an Indiana victory so we don't just look like homies?
Ah,
Parlay Jay, you want to get it first, or Brady, you want to get it first? It's on one of you to take it first.
I'll go. And I know DJ going to give me the rock eye right here. Speaking of Miami Hurricanes,
yeah.
I've got 3 keys for Indiana as well. You got to win the trenches game. You've got to win it. You've got to be able to protect Mendoza and get after Carson Beck on the D line. You are the most losingest team in NCAA history. Play like you have nothing to lose. And also, third one for their offense, confuse the D line and bring out more of the RPO. And because with tape, Miami's not expecting Mendoza to run, so use the RPO and use Mendoza well, and have them run as well until we can spy on that and smack his ass too. So.
Yeah.
DJ, what keys you got to an Indiana victory? I know this is gonna pain you.
I want them to. I need them to get on their knees and talk to the Lord, and, and pray and pray for the best, because we ain't Alabama. We not Alabama. We not no damn Oregon. And we already smacked Ohio State better than y'all did. So so all I'm saying, they keys, they better pray that they can get their shit together with us, and don't sit there and come in there thinking that you playing with us, man. No, but I don't know, man. I mean, man, Mendoza, if he keep playing the way he playing, offensive line give him enough time against our D line, which that's gonna be hard, but give him enough time against our D line so he can scan the field and be able to get it to his wide receivers like he's been doing all year. Then I feel like they'll be fine as far as like their defense. Stop the run and stop our stars like Tony, stop Marion. You got to stop CJ Daniels. As I keep naming them, they don't really they need to pray. Hey, bro, they need to pray, man. That's all I feel, man. Forget all that. They need to pray. That's what they need to do. And we at home, man. They need to pray. That's what I got to say. That's my thing right there. Pray.
Yeah, you feel my dog.
Yeah,
game, say DJ.
Yeah, for real.
Reed, what's your keys to an Indiana victory, man?
Yeah, offensively, man, is protecting Fernando. If they can protect Fernando, that boy, he can get pretty surgical, man. His pass yards don't say it because they're a run first team, but those throws that he makes are critical and crucial. Them boys will come on third down, and when you know they're gonna throw, He makes the throws. He make a read. You know what I mean? So he's a quick processor. So if they can protect him and he get time to think a little bit, he gonna shred something up. So it's gonna have to be a lot, like you said, a lot of 50-50 balls, a lot of one-on-ones, just DBs making plays. Defensively, they're gonna have to stay disciplined and just do their job. Because the moment they think a little bit for a second, one of those playmakers gonna pop loose. They're gonna have to maintain gap discipline, run discipline, because we're gonna be trying to move the ball. And once we find a hole, we got a lot of moles and groundhogs, so that they searching for holes. They don't really just see a crease; they just kind of burrow in until they get one and get out of there. So, if they can maintain their gap integrity throughout all that commotion, you may just get us a little bit of trouble on third downs. But I think other than that, they're going to have to play a really, really sound game. They're going to have to play a perfect game. Because I don't know why, ESPN and all the bettors, they put Indiana to win, but I feel I'm so confident right now.
I'm like, and then, I'm so confident that I know it this week before the game come. I know somebody gonna call me delusional.
They must know something that I don't know, man. Because I just can't see it.
Parlay, what you got, baby, for Indiana win, man?
Yeah, trench battle, man. Can their D line get after Beck? If not, and Beck has time, because like Beck had decent time. Most of the first half of the game, he had time to pick the offensive part, and then maybe like early second half they start getting at them. But if he got time and Indiana's D line can't get back there, that's going to be a problem. If Indiana can convert on third downs and keep us on the field, and hit us where it hurts up top on big plays, that's going to be their keys: big plays and converting on third down. And that's either are they getting extra runs, or is is he getting out the pocket and scrambling? Because the couple of times that he does get out the pocket, it's successful. He don't normally get out the pocket and is not successful. He's getting out the pocket and he getting yards. So converting on third down, making the big plays over top, and can the D line get at the bet?
Yeah, I agree with everything y'all said so far. And what I say for about Indiana, basically they got to keep doing what they've been doing all year for the most part, is staying disciplined. And other than staying disciplined, they got to try to make Miami one-dimensional. They got to try to find some way to stop Miami run game. Because if you put Carson Beck in a situation where he got to throw 50 balls or more, I don't know, he might be liable more to make a mistake than he would be if he only got to throw the ball 30 times or less, you feel me? So try to put Carson Beck in uncomfortable situations also. And like I was saying about Miami having to win the 50-50 balls as defensive backs, Indiana got to win the 50-50 balls as wide receivers, you feel me, when y'all get them opportunities. If you don't, you might not get too many opportunities to convert on third down, like my boy Jock was saying. And before we get out of here, man, my guy Brady, he got some Porter talk, you feel me? He want to get to y'all, my So I'm going to let my boy do his thing, you feel me, and get y'all this news. Do your thing, Brady.
So, former Hurricane Riley Williams, tight end, that transferred to Oregon State last year. He did enter the portal, and he is on his way to Mississippi State now. And I guess, yes, I do mean to shit talk, because we've already beat him, and I really don't give a shit at this point. So after his ass got cooked by Keelan Marion all night, Chris Graves, the DB from Ole Miss, has entered the portal and is going somewhere else, probably to LSU, to follow the slime coach, Lane Kiffin, going home. Portal news from the Hurricanes. Our boy Chance Robinson has signed with NC State. We all know Brock Schott went to Indiana. Dylan Russell, he has signed with Louisville. Ray Joseph has went to East Carolina. And Charles Brantley, who I thought was actually going to stay with us, did hit the portal, and he is going back to Michigan State. Miami is holding a host of people this year, or this weekend, sorry. You You got Sam Levitt down there. I think Cam Coleman will be down there. And also there is talks right now, especially with Isaiah Horton hitting the portal about wanting to come back to the U. Another talk right now is Jeremiah Smith. I know there's been a lot of rumors and everything, but there is big talks right now about Jeremiah Smith waiting to see who Miami gets at quarterback.
Brady, that Jeremiah Smith thing, I doubt that.
I know. I'm not holding on to it.
Wishful thinking.
Right. That's wishful thinking, and we really, I mean, we could use them, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
News, though,
yeah,
man.
I follow Jeremiah Smith on Twitter. He put on his Twitter page, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he said he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he might come back up.
Women lie, men lie.
I wasn't
Jeremiah Smith one out.
That money don't.
Trust me, I'm not
to the Isaiah Horton
on that.
To the Isaiah Horton, man,
you don't need that.
You would have been here if you ain't slide because you thought you were going to a program for a better opportunity. You would have been here right now, dog. And honestly, we got some freshmen and some more players that coming in. We don't need you, big dog. But wherever you do go, shout out to you. Do your thing. Be great. And I remember an Alabama fan trolled me on one of my shorts about Isaiah Horton. Because Isaiah Horton, he snapped in the USF game when he was playing for us and we had Cam Ward. You know, I was made a post bottom, I was going in. I was like, oh yeah, he finna turn out, he gonna get greater. Then he transferred. And the Alabama fan talking about thank you. What up, little Brady?
Baby Kane.
Got Baby Canes over here. There's also two other people that are, I think, taking visits this weekend to Miami. Damon Wilson, I don't know, edge rusher, if y'all remember him, the 5-star edge rusher from last year who Miami was trying to get. And also be on the lookout for Rasheem Biles, the linebacker out of Pitt. He is taking an official visit to Miami this weekend. So that's basically all the transfer portal news we got so far. So
yeah, and we've been hearing some news about a quarterback, but don't nobody say nothing because we got to make sure there's a stamp on it. You feel me? But
yeah,
we have heard news about a quarterback. You feel me? I don't know who all was in DJ. You feel me? TikTok, but hey, we just zip that in the bud, and then we'll see if there's a stamp on it. You know. Because Kane fan might be impressed, but we'll see. It ain't official, but we'll put a stamp on it. You feel me? If it become official, Yeah. But with that being said, man, I want to thank everybody, for coming in and rocking out with me. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thank you for your support. You feel me? Thank you for showing up, engaging in the chat. And you feel me? I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves and plug their stuff in before we go. You feel me? So Brady, let everybody know where they can find you, plug your stuff on.
Yeah. Brady, you can find me here on YouTube at the Canes Football 26. And also you can find me on TikTok with my name right here with a cross symbol and the U symbol with TDG right next to my name.
Yes, sir. DJ, let the people know, man.
Yeah, man, TikTok, man. Right here, we're on YouTube, of course, Canes Football Talk 407, man. You can go ahead and subscribe to that. But like you said, man, find me on TikTok, man, TDG. We do this thing every day, every night, man. Shoot, once I leave from here, I'm going straight up over there anyway, so y'all can catch me up over there. You get what I'm saying? So y'all know what time it is, man. Go Canes.
Reed, let the people know they can find you, my guy.
Y'all can hear DJ?
You're?
Yeah, I heard this. You can't hear DJ?
I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I heard DJ.
Okay. Y'all can find me at Reed, man.
I don't know what Parlay J went at. I don't know, his internet messed up or something, but hey, we just gonna keep it running.
It's me, obviously, because I can't hear him. But anyway, y'all can find me, man, at Cane Boys Podcast, man, on YouTube. It's just getting set up, but we're gonna be rocking and rolling pretty soon. All season gonna be rolling, so we'll be coming up with some permanent news for the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Hurricanes. Y'all stay tuned at Cane Boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you guys have just talked sports with your boy DP in the game. Like, share, subscribe. You feel me? Call us crazy. Say we don't know what we talking about. All you Indiana fans, you feel me? Go talk your trash. But I heard y'all real nice, so I don't know how much trash y'all gonna talk. So hey man, it is what it is. It's all about you. Go Canes, baby. We in the Natty.
Let's go.
Go home,
Natty.
We're in the ship, baby.
We in the Natty, dog.
Let's go home.
Let's go.
We in the Natty.
Let's
We in
go.
the Natty, baby.